Happy Sunday, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, there's a trade deal going on, but there's other things going on and coming up in the next few days. Trade deal, Fed speakers, venture capital money, XRP price talk. What about Coinbase buying more crypto? Oh, did you know about all that? Well, you will if you keep watching this video. We'll also do viewer comments. We'll sprinkle in a little bit of institutional money flow. We'll also talk about...
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
All right, look, we got to 247 and we got rejected. We got pushed back up at 235 and now we're making the run again. Hopefully the United States and China give us something juicy this weekend because you know what? It's Mother's Day weekend. So shout out to all the moms and MILFs out there. That's right, it's not only a juicy category on Pornhub, it's also something we like to celebrate once every year. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. So before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first. Yes, you, the viewer, matter most. Joshua Bradley says, Montreal is lit. Yes, I agree, Montreal is lit, but Quebec City, I think, is just better. It's just a little bit more like old Europe. Seriously, if you've been to both, you know what I'm talking about. Toronto, just like New York, but for Canada. Chu Tao dropping support on the channel. Thank you very much. Says, thanks for your hard grind on the news. That's right, I bring you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad, even on weekends, even on Mother's Day. That's right, I'm grinding out the news before my mom comes over because I'm going to hang out with my mom today. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Go with the fro, says just 1K to go, Klaus. And then we beat Papa John's. That's right. Papa John's, the pizza people, they got 46,200 subscribers. We got 45,200. We got 1,000 subs to go. We're going to beat Papa John's. And after we beat Papa John's, we're going after the White Sox. Yeah, you heard me correctly. That shouldn't be hard to do because the White Sox fucking suck. Bitcoin's sitting at 104,612. ETH is 25.27. ETH is making the moves, but... we'll each touch 3,000. You should touch the subscribe button. XRP at 238. We're going to talk price action. BNB at 657 while Sol's at 174. ADA's looking to eye $1, but will it get there? Could happen if we get some good trade talk stuff. Now, we're going to talk about all the things that are happening this week. So, well, let's just get right into it. What is happening this week, Klaus? Well, CPI data, Fed speeches, and earnings reports. Oh, yeah, I'm letting you know what's happening this week and everything you're seeing in this video. It's all linked in the description below. This week brings a packed economic calendar that could shake up financial markets as investors digest key inflation data. That's right, CPI data. We're going to be doing a live stream. Last live stream with the FOMC meeting was lit, so we're going to be doing another one. CPI data is happening on Tuesday. That comes out at 8:30 a.m. We're going to be doing a live stream. So CPI data. Now, it's been good as of late. A good CPI data can keep the market rally going. A bad CPI data, well, the market's going to look right past it, girlfriend, because it's all about tariff and trade talks. Yeah, that's right. Drink on a Sunday. What else do we got? We got Fed Presidentes talking. Several Fed officials will speak throughout the week. Jerome Powell talks on Thursday. Oh, damn it. We also have Philip Jefferson and Christopher Waller and Micah Barr, other Fed Vice chairs. They're talking. As long as they're not negative, we'll be good. What do we need to hear from these players? We need to hear from these players that they're considering cutting rates. But we heard from the FOMC meeting last week that what? Jerome Powell is like, nah, we're going to stay higher for longer. But the big thing that's happening, and it's happening right now in Geneva, Switzerland, is the U.S. and Chinese are talking about trade. As I get some dates, I'll bring it to you. Thursday, you got retail sales report for April. Is consumer spending shifting? That's important. Why? Because retail helps prop up crypto. Why? Because we don't have regs yet. That's where the institutional money comes in. We're going to talk about institutional money as well. And, because I love you so much, crypto venture capital money. Yeah, I know, I'm bringing it to y'all. Crypto venture capital funding. Sonora, T-Rex, and Sonic Labs fresh capital. Now, it hasn't been as juicy as we've seen during the previous bull run. And I'm talking about the one in 2020, 2021, okay? This bull run is not seeing as much VC money flow in, but there still are some players out there that are receiving some VC money. Sonora got 25 million, T-Rex got 17 million, Sonic Labs 10 million, and Fleek 7 million. Again, it's not the big deals that we're seeing, but there is still some money out there. Coinbase was considering aping into BTC-like strategy, MicroStrategy, but instead they got a basket. This is what Brian Armstrong said. So instead of aping into one thing, no, they're sprinkling it all around. Coinbase reportedly considered adopting a BTC investment playbook like Michael Saylor's strategy on multiple occasions, but decided against it in fear that it would kill the firm's crypto exchange. Well, there definitely were moments over the last 12 years where we thought, man, we should put 80% of our balance sheet into crypto. BTC specifically. This is coming from Brian Armstrong in a conference call. Armstrong said that the BTC strategy could have risked the company's cash position and killed the exchange. We made a conscious choice about it. Rest assured, we're not stopping there, Haas said. Coinbase reportedly purchased another $153 million worth of crypto assets. So basically what's happening is this. Coinbase, in their strategic reserves, they got a lot of crypto. That's good because it's not just BTC. It's a bunch of what you see up on the screen. So, you got players out there opting to do the strategy move, which is basically buy BTC only. Yes, I know they've got orange suits. They've got orange ties. They've got orange Lambos. They've got orange everything, okay? Do they have orange moms? No, they don't. No, they don't. Mother's Day is not orange, okay? That's just BTC Day. So, Coinbase spreads the basket around. According to Bitcoin Treasuries, Coinbase now only holds 9,480 BTC, worth about $1 billion. That's not that much, right? But they own 1.3 billion in assets, so it's pretty much like 70-ish% of their holdings is BTC. Other players out there are going BTC only. I just thought I would share that with you because some players are going BTC only while some are buying the basket. Overall in the crypto market, volume this weekend is still holding strong at 137 billion. That is freaking awesome. Altcoins still holding strong as well. 38 out of 100. This is freaking good. This is what we want to see. Now, institutional money, yes, flowing in. You see that with these orange bars pointing up. Zoom out to the year, you got more bars on the upside than you do on the downside. You also have this. You see this bar right here on 420? Oh my gosh, thanks crypto market for making that happen. Shout out to my peeps. We had 3 billion in inflows. Guys, gals, blue-haired giraffes, that wiped out the worst outflow that we had in February. That's awesome. We wiped out the worst outflow with 1 week's worth of data. That is good. That means the bad bleeding that we had in February, where things were just super poopy, got wiped out with some juicy optimism here as of late. This is good. That means the bigs are buying. That means the players out there, they keep adding to their strategic reserves. The volume for the weekend is strong. We've got trade deals going on right now. CPI data is starting to thaw. This is starting to get better for all of us, so we are happy about that. We've got VC money still flowing in, which means building is still happening on crypto. And the majority of the crypto market, including the alts, are starting to look better. Look at the screen. Most of this is green that we'd like to see. Doge was at 16 cents not too long ago. H-bar was sub 20 cents not too long ago. XLM was sitting there fighting for what? Was fighting for 25 cents. Now they're 30 cents. This is good. The market is thawing. And if we get rate cuts for the back half of this year, stablecoin and crypto regs for the back half of this year, we get CPI data coming down for the back half of this year. Guys, gals, blue-haired giraffes and moms and milfs out there, this could be a really juicy 2025. And you know what happens at the back half of 2025? Santa Claus comes to fucking town. Yeah, that's me. This could be a setup for a great back half, everyone. Now let's talk specific XRP. All right, I know. We got rejected at 247. We were all happy watching the charts last night. I was happy watching. And then we got pushed on down. But we got the support at 235. Let's go to those candlesticks and talk about it. But first, volume, 4.5 billion. Bonkers for the freaking weekend. Seriously? This is exciting. To see XRP volume this high for the weekend is something we have not seen in a long time. Here are the candlesticks I was telling you about. Look at the high on this one. A high of 248.44. We blew right past these, right back here where I was talking about, where we were looking at for the highs of the 243s. We went right past that, which was freaking great. We got the support north of the 243, so I feel really, really good right now about stuff, okay? Right now, what are we eyeing? We're eyeing trade talks. These trade talks could push XRP in the 250 to 260 range without a doubt. You're going to have metals markets, commodities markets, price-wise, opening up tonight. Going to be keeping an eye on that. Also going to be keeping an eye on the overall volume for crypto. If we have a ramping up of volume of crypto going into this evening, okay, evening for me. I don't know where it is for you because I don't know where you live. Maybe let me know where you live down below. Not like specifically because that'd be a little creepy, but maybe the country where you live. Maybe the state where you live. Estados Unidos por mí. Yes. Me, Klaus. Yeah. So, that's what's going on. So if the volume stays hot, we get a good announcement from Besant regarding China in the United States. Boys, girls, blue-haired giraffes. We're going to be seeing XRP rally into the start of this week. You get good CPI data on top of that. That rally is going to push us into the 260, 270 range with what, everyone? Which sets us up to put pressure on the Fed to cut rates. Because then all of a sudden, the biggest uncertainty that Jerome Powell said, because he did. He said time and time again on the last meeting, hey, I can't cut rates because we don't know what's happening with the trade deals. Well, guess what, Jerome? If we get them knocked out this weekend, you can't use that as an excuse, which means what? He could lower rates, setting us up for a juicy June or July meeting, which means what, everyone? Even more green on the screen. And it means what? It means we could then beat Papa John's. So the lowercase p pumperoni got rejected last night with XRP, but that's okay because it was a push on the way up rather than the way on down, and that was while the talks were in sleepy time mode. Yeah, the meetings yesterday were done. We didn't get any resolutions, and the price just kept going on up. This is awesome. This is the optimism we were talking about, and it was happening on a Saturday night. So now here we are on a Sunday. The volume hasn't gone away. I'm looking at all the trading pairs out there. I'm looking at other cryptos out there. I'm looking at Ondo. I'm looking at ETH. I'm looking at all the other laggards, and they're moving on the way up. They're pushing up, up, and up, not down, down, and down. This is what we wanted. You couple that with good trading volume, you couple that with some good macroeconomic news next week, and if you get one, if not two of those Fed vice chairs out there saying something juicy about potential rate cuts in the June meeting, in the July meeting, that sets us up for great things. And if Besant comes out with something juicy, we're set. And if somehow we get a mid-year miracle where they're like, yo, you're going to get stablecoin regs, juicy AF, you some bitches. That's right, juicy action, and that's my job, to bring you the news, good, bad, happy, or sad, so that you can make the decision that best suits you. So now, we should be getting a big announcement later today with China and the United States, so you don't miss out on that trade tariff news. Hit that notification bell, because as soon as that news breaks, it don't matter if it's Mother's Day or not. This dude has got to report you the crypto news, because that's my job. So choo-choo what? Choo-choo bitches, girlfriend.